we'd talked about foster care for years and years, and just felt like that was where we needed to go next.
I think my biggest fear is like when you take on that many children, your friends change, because a lot of times like you don't get invited to the things that you used to get invited to, or go to houses because people don't want to feed 9 people.
I'm Annie.
I'm Alex.
We're the biological parents of Cassidy, Alex, and Jesse.
We met at a young age and unfortunately got into drugs. We were cooking dinner one day at our house and we were feeding the kids, and I looked outside and I seen 2 cop cars roll up.
I escorted the kids out and we had to, basically say goodbye, which we had to keep a straight face. You can't cry in front of them because then it's going to make them sad or, scared. So then, then they get in that car with DHS and don't know who they're going to be with. It's just really scary feeling.
We lived in Stillwater when we got them, and they said we have 3 siblings. The youngest is 2.5 months old, and 2 boys and a girl, and asked if we would take them, and we were like, yeah, of course. And we just thought, okay, we'll have them for a short amount of time and the parents will get them back, because that's usually what happens, especially with babies. There was a connection right away with these 3 that we never had with the other kids.
It was ups and downs, I think, through the whole thing.
We were told that we would get to adopt them.
DHS told us basically we had like a 5% chance of getting our kids back, and I mean that whole time I felt like I had bricks on my chest.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally couldn't sleep at all. I mean, alcohol couldn't even help me sleep.
You try to use to make it go away.
Yeah, and it just made it
worse.
a million times worse.
We even had told the biological parents that we would adopt them. Annie and Alex said that they would, if it goes that way, they wouldn't want them with anybody else.
DHS workers, they don't give you no slack until you show them that you're actually gonna do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and after failing for, 2 years before, they don't really have any trust in us.
No, yeah, we lost all the trust.
There was a visit that we took the kids to at McDonald's to see their parents, and Annie told me that she didn't know if she could fight anymore because it was too hard. And I asked her if she wanted her kids back, and she said she did, but it's just hard. And I said, if you get clean and if you turn your life around and turn it to Jesus, then things could change. And I said, if you believe me and believe that that's true, then just do it and we'll support you 100%. So it was really bittersweet for us, because at that point she could have chose either to give up and us adopt the kids, or she could have chose to seek out the Lord and really fight for her kids. She really turned around at that point. They both did. Then it changed and it got hard, and we were sorry. I'm very confused at what would happen, because you have your mindset to take them as your own. That changes and you don't get to have them.
She kept pushing us and kept pushing ourselves, and then we finally got back to where we got them back home.
Yeah, it was Christmas, and so we decided that we would have Christmas together as 2 families having one big family Christmas. So Annie and Alex came to our house, and we had Christmas with them at our house, and then they took the kids, took them back home, which was hard. It was really hard to watch them drive away with our kids, but at the same time it was really good.
Even though we didn't get to keep the kids as our own, they're still ours. And the parents still say to them, you have 2 moms and 2 dads forever.
I feel complete with my family.
Yes. I don't feel like myself.
Alone.
I don't have. I'm my family.
Talking to a friend that I work with, and they were saying, so you didn't get to adopt the kids, but you got to adopt a whole family, and that's, I think that's a 2-way thing, it almost feels like now.
And now as seeing Annie and Alex's story, that to me, I feel like it's not just about giving a second chance. It's about giving as many chances as they need. And anybody can do that if you just look at, don't give up on people.
I don't know when our friendship started. I guess
Yeah.
it just grew into something. Really, now it's grew to where they're our
It's like our
family.
family, yeah.
I mean,
And so I think I kind of feared losing all my friendships that I had. But God definitely, like, for me, showed me that new friendships were made. And, you know, friendships that'll last a lifetime now because of foster care.